My name is Aliza. I'm 19 years old. I want to tell you a story, not just a story, but a part of my life. A life that was full of hope. And then full of pain. A life that almost went down the drain, but came back. I grew up in a small town. We didn't have fancy malls or restaurants. We had simple schools, small parks, and families full of dreams. My family was not rich, but we were close. My parents were loving, kind, and hardworking. From a young age, I was different. I didn't play much like other kids. I love reading. I love learning. I wanted to know everything, how stars shine, how hearts beat, how medicines work. I was curious. And I was always the top student in my class. People would say, "This girl will become a doctor one day." My father would smile proudly. My mother would cry with joy. I would say to myself, "Yes. I will become the best doctor." For them. For me. Everything was going perfectly. I had good friends. I had goals. I had discipline. Until the day I got my first smartphone. At first, it was for study. I downloaded apps for science, YouTube channels for biology lectures, and PDFs for entrance exams. The internet became my best teacher. But slowly, other things appeared. Funny videos. Music. Reels. I didn't see the harm. Everyone was doing it. So I thought, why not me? Soon, I started watching videos late at night. Not for study, but for fun. I would laugh, scroll, share, like, comment, and forget the time. I told myself, just 5 minutes. But 5 minutes became 1 hour. And 1 hour became 3. One night, something popped up on my screen. A video. It looked strange, adult, inappropriate. My heart skipped a beat. I wanted to skip it. But my finger paused. I didn't click it that day. But the next day, a similar one came again, and this time, I clicked. It was short. But powerful. It made me feel something new. Something strange. I felt guilty. But curious. That curiosity led me to search more. One video became 5. 5 became 10. And slowly, it became a part of my daily routine. I didn't even notice that I was changing. My mind changed. My body changed. My thoughts changed. I stopped waking up early. I stopped studying at night. I ignored my homework. I told lies to my parents, "I'm doing homework," when I was watching those videos. My phone became my world. But inside, I was empty. I started failing tests. My teachers looked surprised. One even asked, "Aliza, what happened to you?" I smiled. But inside, I was broken. At home, things were worse. My father asked, "Are you okay?" My mother would touch my forehead, thinking I had a fever. But my illness was not outside. It was inside my soul. My addiction grew. I couldn't sleep without watching something adult. I felt tired, guilty, and ashamed. But I couldn't stop. Sometimes I cried after watching. I hated myself. I said, "This is the last time." But I lied to myself again and again. One day, my mother entered my room suddenly. She saw my screen. She didn't say a word. She just looked at me, with tears in her eyes. That moment destroyed me. I wanted to disappear. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run away from myself. Days passed. I failed my pre-medical entrance test. I was not selected for any medical college. My dream was crushed. But more than my dream, my parents' hopes were crushed. They didn't shout. They didn't punish me. They just became silent. And silence is the worst pain. I was angry at myself. I felt dirty. I felt like I had killed something beautiful inside me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to stop. Until one day, a miracle happened. Our college organized a mental health awareness camp. I didn't want to go. But my friend forced me. There, I met a lady doctor. She was in her 30s. Calm. Gentle. She looked at me and said, "You look tired, dear. Want to talk?" I don't know why, but I broke down. I cried and cried. I told her everything, from the first video to the sleepless nights. From the guilt to the failure. She didn't judge me. She held my hand and said, "You are not bad. You are just trapped." She explained things I never knew. She said, adult content gives pleasure for a moment, but it damages your brain deeply. It makes your brain lazy, your heart empty, and your focus weak. It's not love. It's not connection. It's just digital poison. Her words hit my soul. She said, "Do you want to recover?" I said, "Yes, more than anything." She gave me steps. 1. Delete all content and apps. 2. Use a simple phone, not a smartphone, for some weeks. 3. Start journaling your emotions. 4. Read real books, especially stories of strength. 5. Talk to one trusted person whenever the urge comes. 6. Pray. Meditate. Walk in nature. Sweat out the addiction. She looked in my eyes and said, "You can rise again. Your dreams are waiting." That day, I started my journey back. It was hard. Every night, I wanted to go back to those videos. My hands shook. My mind screamed. But I remembered her words, digital poison. I fought like a warrior. I cried. I walked. I listened to spiritual talks. I started studying again, slowly, carefully. I prayed to God for strength. I told my mother the truth. She hugged me and said, "You are still my daughter. I believe in you." It's been 10 months now. I no longer watch any adult content. I no longer feel shame when I look in the mirror. I am studying again. I applied for the next entrance test. And I feel alive. My name is Aliza. I was a class topper. I became addicted. I lost myself. But I fought back. And now, I'm rising again. Final message, for the audience, dear brothers and sisters. Adult content is not harmless. It's a trap. A slow poison. It takes your time, your energy, your dreams, and gives you nothing. Please don't go down the road I went. Protect your future. Be strong. If you are already addicted, don't be ashamed. You are not alone. There is help. There is hope. There is healing. Just take the first step. Talk to someone. Delete the poison. And begin again, because your dreams are still waiting for you. Don't forget to subscribe to Pro English Stories.